This is the Baltic Sea. Boats are moored in the harbour near the upscale Kiel Yacht Club. Abhijit Banerjee of India is familiar with the world of the well-off. He has a PhD from Harvard and teaches today at the elite university MIT. He was born in Calcutta into a very different life.
It just happened to be that after my grandfather built his house, that area became a large slum. And so so I played with kids who had a very different background. I mean, they lived next door, so I played with them, and I often felt like, they had a better life because they didn't have to go to school.
The issue of poverty continues to influence his life. At the Kiel Institute for the World Economy, he's presenting his work. After long research projects in Asia and Africa, Banerjee says there's no quick fix for fighting poverty, because economic conditions are different in every region.
We say it's poverty, we'll throw money at it. We don't take it seriously as a specific problem that has a specific solution. So I think that maybe in Asia and Africa, if you had the same problem, you would have the same answer. But often the problems are different, and therefore they have different answers.
The head of the Kiel Institute for the World Economy values his work. It allows policymakers to base decisions on data gathered in research in randomly selected communities, rather than simply relying on gut feelings.
A serious attempt is actually being made to figure out what policy measures work and what don't. In medicine, there are trials, randomized trials, to inquire which medications work. And this is an attempt to turn economic policy making more into something that resembles medicine.
In comparing rich countries like Germany to poorer ones, Banerjee has repeatedly discovered that people's needs really don't vary that much. Take, for example, the desire for entertainment. He once observed a man in Morocco who was clearly suffering from hunger, but spent what little money he had on a television.
And so we asked him, you have a TV. Oh, well, how come you have a TV if you don't have enough food? And he was quite straightforward. He wasn't posturing or anything. He said, sometimes television is more important than food. They do that.
Banerjee also likes to pepper his lectures with personal anecdotes. He tells students that development aid is a process limited to small steps.
So we each put in $10 every week.
He says relief programs always need to be monitored and updated. He's even advising the United Nations to revise their list of development goals. Banerjee says it's far too long.
What they've come up with, this idea of 169 targets, I think is self-defeating. It's just nobody's going to say, if you go and tell a country, well, you have to meet 169 goals, they'll say, we don't even have the time to measure them, let alone achieve them. It's just not going to happen. So I think somewhere the process has to give, and we have to go down to like 30 or something, or I think this whole thing is going to become pointless.
His lectures are popular with the students.
They're innovative and he gets his point across. You can tell he's really interested in the subject.
He's encouraged me to take a new approach to these issues, be more precise about the data, and have a more objective perspective.
Various philosophies are shared, even during the break.
Gandhi told us to buy things that were made in our country.
Banerjee's time in Germany has come to an end, but the discussion on how to fight world poverty is long from over.
Thank you.